The views expressed in this blog are hosted on my own website, are strictly personal, and do not reflect the views of any organization. Hello and welcome friends once again to Straight Bat, my weekly video blog where, as the title suggests, I comment with a straight bat. Now, this week I return to one of my home states, Maharashtra, a state which once again rather sadly finds itself in the midst of seemingly unending political turbulence. Now, one of Maharashtra's most famous folk dance shows is the Tamasha. What we are seeing playing out in Maharashtra today is what I described then as a Maha Tamasha. So this week I take you behind the scenes to introduce you to 10 key actors in this Maha Tamasha, the theatre of the absurd, and their starring roles in this Tamasha. Up first is Amit Shah. It may surprise a few, but the fact is that the Union Home Minister is the lead director of what's playing out in Maharashtra. Be it the breakup of the Shiv Sena last year, or indeed the Nationalist Congress Party, the NCP now, all the moves have been orchestrated from Delhi with Mr. Shah's direction. He is the one who struck the final deal with Eknath Shinde last year, and he's also the one, my friends, who's given the final nod to Ajit Pawar to join the government in Maharashtra. Mr. Shah has one main motive at the moment: to downsize, if not politically finish off Sharad Pawar, after having already successfully targeted Uddhav Thackeray. Shah is convinced that Uddhav Thackeray betrayed the BJP in 2019 under Mr. Pawar's influence, and Mr. Pawar betrayed the BJP at the time by first promising to join hands with the BJP and then eventually piloting the Sena Congress NCP Maha Vikas Aghadi government. Get this right, my friends. Maharashtra now is a power play between Amit Shah and Sharad Pawar. The others are pawns or bit players. Number 2 actor, Sharad Pawar himself, the central figure in the latest Maharashtra drama, as indeed he has been for much of what has happened in the state in the last 50 years. Ever since Mr. Pawar ditched his senior Vasantdada Patil in 1978 to become the youngest Chief Minister of Maharashtra at the age of 38, Mr. Pawar's career has been one of undiluted ambition to be in and around power. Did Mr. Pawar know that a section of the party was keen to join hands with the BJP? Yes, he did. In fact, the truth, my friends, is that Mr. Pawar has allowed his party men to carry on a power-sharing dialogue with the BJP on at least 4 separate occasions in the last 8 years: 2014, 2017, 2019, and even as late as June 2022, only to back out each time at the last moment. This time though, when some of his party leaders said they were keen to switch to the BJP, Mr. Pawar made it clear to them that they were welcome to leave, but he would not join them. I will rebuild the party from scratch, but will not go with the BJP, is what he told them firmly in April. He then staged a bit of a resignation drama as NCP chief in early May, hoping to play an emotional card to keep his party together. It worked, but only up to a point, as his nephew Ajit Pawar and company had already struck their deal with the BJP. For once, the ultimate political deal maker hasn't been able to work this one out. Not yet, at least, leaving open the question: can Mr. Pawar, at the age of 83, summon up the fighting spirit and survival instinct that he has shown in his life, be it outsmarting his political rivals or indeed defeating cancer? Our third player in the Maha Tamasha is Ajit Pawar. For almost his entire political career, Ajit Pawar has lived under his uncle's shadow. Deputy Chief Minister 5 times, Ajit Pawar is driven now by one manic ambition: to become Chief Minister of Maharashtra at least once. Ajit Pawar is convinced that his uncle will not choose him for the post, even though he is seen as an effective administrator with a strong connect with grassroots NCP workers. Recall in 2004, the NCP got the maximum seats in Maharashtra, but yet conceded the Chief Minister's post to the Congress. Ajit Pawar, for some reason, is also convinced that his uncle wants to make his daughter Supriya Sule and not him his political inheritor. But the immediate trigger for Ajit Pawar's move is rather different. It's an ED inquiry into his sugar cooperative and various land deals. Ajit Pawar was reportedly warned earlier this year by a senior ED official that not just him, but his wife, son and key associates were also under the ED scanner. For Ajit Pawar then, the switch to the BJP is about both power and protection, or should you say survival. The fourth player, Supriya Sule. Let's get this clear. The NCP is not just a regional party, it is also a cash-rich family business. And the question of succession and future ownership of the party therefore does matter. Sharad Pawar's daughter is a 3-time Lok Sabha MP from the family bastion of Baramati. While she has proven to be a rather effective parliamentarian, she clearly at the moment doesn't have the organizational capacity that Ajit Pawar has already shown on the ground. Supriya Sule can manage Delhi well, but could she handle the NCP's fortunes, especially in its home turf of Western Maharashtra? Since the question of succession in the NCP has been left a little unclear, a battle for after Sharad Pawar who was always on the cards. One more key point here. Every time Sharad Pawar has reached out to the BJP, it's Supriya Sule who has put her foot down. In 2017 and 19, the BJP was even willing to make her a cabinet minister as part of the deal. Supriya Sule may have many personal friends in the BJP, but politically, she has kept the party at an arm's length. Our fifth key actor in this Maha Tamasha is Praful Patel. The smooth-talking Mumbai-based businessman has been a Sharad Pawar loyalist for decades, which is why many were surprised when he was also seen to line up behind nephew Ajit. But really, it should come as no surprise. Praful Patel has been pushing Sharad Pawar to do a deal with the BJP since 2014. Like Ajit Pawar, remember Praful Patel also has the enforcement agencies on his back, and some of his properties were even attached a few years ago. He also has business associations and networks across party lines. Praful Patel was the go-between the BJP central leadership and the NCP state rebels. Sharad Pawar had hoped to mollify him by making him a party working president, but Praful Patel, who is a bit of a political entrepreneur, was not impressed. Praful Patel is convinced that Mr. Modi cannot be defeated in 2024 by the opposition. He needs therefore protection from the central agencies and to safeguard his business interests, which is why he has chosen a new patron, Modi Shah, over his original guru. Number 6 player is an interesting one, Devendra Fadnavis. Because if Amit Shah is the director in Delhi of this Maha Tamasha, Fadnavis in Mumbai is the chief executor. Ever since he was denied the chief ministership that he believed was rightfully his in 2019, Fadnavis has been the angry young man of Maharashtra politics. In an India Today conclave last year, Fadnavis openly admitted to seeking badla or revenge. Fadnavis wanted to teach a lesson to the ally who had ditched him in Uddhav Thackeray and the political master who had checkmated him in Sharad Pawar. It was Fadnavis who courted Eknath Shinde initially and took him to meet Shah. It was Fadnavis again who began negotiations with the same Ajit Pawar who he once promised to imprison for his alleged role in a multi-crore irrigation scam. Fadnavis has built a solid network among Maharashtra's bureaucrats and police officers. They are his eyes and ears. He wasn't happy at being passed over for chief ministership last year, but he's biding his time. His badla will only be complete when he becomes chief minister again. Our seventh player, Eknath Shinde, is a bit of a joker in this pack or in this star cast. He never had any ambition to be chief minister, but has become in a way Maharashtra's accidental chief minister. For years he was a Thackeray loyalist who handled the various dealings in the Mumbai-Thane region for Bal Thackeray and family. What he expected in return was a little bit more love and affection, which he claims was being denied to him. With Aditya Thackeray's emergence, Shinde felt that he was losing out to Generation Next. An insecure but street-smart doer like Shinde was just the kind of person Shah and Fadnavis were looking for. From auto rickshaw driver to chief minister, it's been quite a ride. Whether he will stay chief minister now in a triple-engine government, though, remains a big question mark. Our eighth player is a rather fascinating one, the Enforcement Directorate. In Mumbai's Mantralay, the state secretariat, there is a joke. A minister meets an opposition leader. The opposition leader tells him, "मेरे पास sugar cooperative है, huge bank balance है, political goodwill है, तुम्हारे पास क्या है, तुम कैसे मंत्री बन गए?" "What do you have?" he asked the minister. Prompt comes the reply, "वो सब ठीक है, पर मेरे पास ED है." Truth is, my friends, the ED in Maharashtra has systematically targeted opposition leaders and gone soft the moment they switch sides. Naturally, the message has now spread across party lines. If you want protection from ED, tie up with the BJP. One NCP minister who has just switched to the BJP admitted to me privately, "Rajdeep, I can now sleep peacefully." Number 9 in my star cast is the voter. There is another good joke, this time on WhatsApp. A voter in Maharashtra says, "I voted only once in 2019 and got 3 chief ministers and 4 deputy chief ministers as a result. That is the power of my single vote." Let's be clear here, friends. The mandate in 2019 was for a BJP Sena government headed by Devendra Fadnavis. That mandate, you could argue, was stolen, and the rest, as they say, is history. Now, no one really cares about anything at the moment in Maharashtra but self-interest. In this political game of badla and counter badla, here is the intriguing question. Who will the voter choose in Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha next year? My 10th and final player is the one and only Narendra Modi. Since we started this straight bat with Amit Shah as the director, we must end with Prime Minister Modi's role as chief producer. Mr. Modi has been very careful not to get directly involved in Maharashtra's political chess game. Unlike Amit Shah, Mr. Modi in fact has a good relationship with Sharad Pawar. The duo even have a common friend in Gautam Adani. But Mr. Modi and his team have only one goal at the moment: to win the Lok Sabha elections of 2024. And here Maharashtra becomes a key state with 48 seats, second only to UP. An internal BJP survey a few months ago showed that the Maha Aghadi was ahead of the Shinde-led Shiv Sena BJP alliance in Maharashtra. Something therefore needed to be done. That's when Director Shah was given the final go-ahead by Mr. Modi to cut the opposition to size. But it is interesting that so far at least, Mr. Modi or none of the top BJP leaders have welcomed Ajit Pawar back into their fold in a way with a tweet. As a postscript, when I joined journalism in Mumbai in 1988, I was told by a senior journalist that Maharashtra politics was rather boring. Here, only Congress fights Congress, Rajdeep, nothing else happens, I was told. Well, 35 years later, guess what? Maharashtra today is the most politically exciting state in the country, or some would say the most politically immoral. Ideal, in fact, for an OTT serial. The Maha Tamasha on Netflix or Amazon or a Sony Live. Now that would be a hit show, I promise you. That was The Straight Bat. Do of course subscribe to my YouTube channel for many more such videos. For now, stay well, stay safe. Jai Hind, Namaskar.